Hi guys, Frank here. Hey, the first lesson I want to go over is technique. I have a lot of students who have hand trouble, and so what I want to do is explain the way that I've learned it and the way that it's worked for me best. So what I have all of my students do, stand up, shake your arms out like this and drop them by your side. And then while they're still at your side, take a look and get the feeling for this hand shape. This is real critical that you're completely relaxed and you look at this hand shape in both arms, and you want to put this shape on the base as close as you can with no exaggeration. So I sit back down, shake my arms out, make sure my shoulders are square, and as I lift my hand up, I want to be sure that I'm not doing any kind of exaggerated hand position like this. You don't want to do any of this. It's all relaxation. So as you shake out your hands, drop them to your side, pull the hands up, and this is the way it should look. And this will help as far as relaxation, which I'll get into this more, is how this can help with your performance. But definitely relaxing. And then with the bass, what you want to do is pull back with your arm, not clamp with your thumb. Definitely don't spread your fingers out and clamp with your thumb. A few guys can get away with this if they're super strong, but most of us mere mortals, it works best if we pull back with our arm, just like you would be opening a door. You could even put your hand up like this and pull back this way. That's the feeling that you want, and you just keep your fingers curved enough to pull the string down, such as this. So again, check your arms out, arms up to the bass, pull back just enough to get a good sound out of the bass. And as you play pits, this should be the feeling that you get. Coming up, pulling back, and you're using your leg, your left knee, in the back of the bass to keep the bass from moving. So you'll apply counter pressure with your knee as you pull back with your hand to keep the bass from falling over. So again, shake your hands out, hands up. The main thing is to stay relaxed. When you're playing a note, for instance, with your little finger, you want to make sure these fingers are not tight. You want to allow this finger to go with this finger, because there's a tendon in here that prevents these fingers from working perfectly independently. They work better together. So I cover one fret at the next fret and the next fret. I only try and cover 3 with the acoustic bass. And I don't even try and keep my fingers spaced out over those. I just make a small move to make sure that I'm always relaxed. Relaxation is the key here. Pull back, allow your fingers to come together. Again, you want to keep this shape as much as possible with your hands. You can see how close my fingers are together. I want that to be on the bass the whole time. Then if I need to move back, I just make a small shift, like a small micro shift, to get to that spot, but I want my hands relaxed as the primary goal. And as you're playing, what I do, I go through a series of checks, especially at faster tempos on bass. I want to make sure my jaw is loose, make sure my neck is loose, make sure my shoulders are loose and relaxed, and make sure my hands, of course, are relaxed. The way that I want to feel it when I've been playing a long time is in my forearm, never in my fingers or my thumb or my wrist. Always just the muscles in your forearm, pulling back, everything's relaxed. So as I play, I always get my students and myself as well, this happens every time I play, as I'm playing, I check my jaw, check my neck, check my shoulders to make sure they're nice and relaxed. Check my hands to make sure they're all nice and relaxed. No fingers are tight when I'm not using them. And then you want to make sure you're breathing. Breathing is especially important, and I know that sounds funny, but I think the tendency is for musicians is when we perform is to breathe shallow. But you want to make sure that you're breathing good in and out. So I'll even take an exaggerated